What is good, credit people, and welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Bobby Lamb, and in today's video we're gonna be talking about a whole lot of red secret feature. Yes, we're talking about Playboi Carti's album that's already stacked to the limit, stacking them up like Pringles. I swear to God, Carti got this album lined up to do 200k plus at this point, especially with this secret feature that we're gonna be talking about after the intro. So without further ado, whole lot of red secret feature. Possibly Drake, question mark? Let's talk about it. Okay, so there's new information that we got because we've been getting hella pieces of evidence here and there, and finally we're piecing it together. I thought that Drake could have been on the album before. I actually made a whole ass video, but decided not to drop it because it wasn't strong enough of an argument. But finally, it might actually come true. For DJ Akademiks, one of the most credible sources. I don't even really need to tell you who this guy is because he kind of runs hip hop news and on his Instagram page and YouTube. Went on his Instagram live and said there's a secret feature, and he couldn't tell us because then it would get changed. So that kind of made everybody think of who it could actually be, and that was Drake or Frank Ocean. We already know about Travis Scott. I don't know what other big artists there would be, like The Weeknd or some other pop artist, but I think the biggest one and highest likelihood would be Drake. But anyway, here's the clip.
Features on Whole Lotta Red. I know one big feature on Whole Lotta Red, but I can't let it out. Because if I let it out, they might change it. They might change it. But
now, before we get into the speculation of Drake, I just want to let y'all know that Akademiks is credible. I don't really have to tell a lot of you that, but there are some people who are hating on Akademiks for some reason. I get some of y'all think he's corny, but he is the one that told us that the Christmas release date was happening before anybody else, even Carti himself or Matthew Williams or Kanye or anybody in Carti's camp. Not to mention, he told us when the Whole Lotta Red rollout was getting postponed earlier this year in the summer, so we weren't like sitting there every single Friday ever since July when he said it, I believe, thinking the Whole Lotta Red was finally gonna drop. But now it's almost time. We got like 1.5 days at this point. But anyway, now let's talk about Drake. 4. If you are a fan of DJ Akademiks, I personally fuck with DJ Akademiks. He is the GOAT, and he started all this shit. I wouldn't be here without him, to be honest. But more specifically, his favorite artist is known to be Drake. I mean, that's a lot of people's favorite artist, as the numbers show. He is probably the most popular artist ever. As I was saying though, you also might remember that Drake and Carti collabed earlier this year around the Atman release date. Actually, it was like 2 weeks after, I believe. He released Pain 1993 on his Dark Lane demo tapes mixtape featuring Playboi Carti, and it actually had a lot of backlash, or at least Playboi Carti's verse did, because Drake did his thing. He set the tone of the song, but Carti's baby voice or fetus voice or whatever you want to consider that, you know, baby antichrist voice, Carti was rocking it, and it was a very let's call it unorthodox flow, so people weren't messing with it. But either way, it was still a Playboi Carti feature on Drake's song. Now, if you don't know what a feature swap is, it's basically instead of one artist paying the other for a feature, and then when this other artist wants a feature from that artist, they have to pay them, they can just swap features without any money changing hands. It's a much simpler deal with a lot less paperwork, and a lot of artists do it nowadays. Let's say Carti was on Uzi's project. Now, when Carti drops his project, Uzi can be on Carti's project without either of them paying the other. Not that that's gonna happen, because we still don't know if Uzi's trolling about Whole Lotta Red, which is pissing me off. And thus, if Carti gave Drake a Pain 1993 verse, that means that Drake could very well be on Whole Lotta Red for one of Carti's songs. Probably even more likely than Carti paying for the Drake feature, which probably costs like millions of dollars, I would think. But we also have some more information supporting this argument, in that there's a song specifically called Place on the Whole Lotta Red track list that is somewhat confirmed, not really, but people have been shazamming snippets and they found that Place is on the Whole Lotta Red track list. And also, if you know your history about this specific snippet that is one of the fan favorites, not gonna lie, Drake is rumored to be on that snippet because back in the day when it first surfaced or leaked or whatever happened with that snippet, Drake was like rolling into a club or something like that, so people thought that Drake was actually a feature on that song Place. So possibly or potentially Drake could be featuring on this Place song because of this Whole Lotta Red track list. It had hidden features, if you remember. So even though on Shazam Place didn't have a feature, Drake could still be on it. Additionally, our boy Vaughn, since 1K on Twitter, who's been giving us all the behind the scenes info of Whole Lotta Red, telling us who's on the album, who's not, what fan favorite snippets and leaks are gonna be on Whole Lotta Red. He actually tweeted out the other day hinting at Drake or somebody in OVO being on Whole Lotta Red by tweeting simply OVO, which if you didn't know is Drake's label, October's very own. Now this could be Roy Woods, who is an OVO signee, who's an R&B singer, especially because Vaughn afterwards posted a SoundCloud link to a collab that Cardi and Roy Woods had in the past. But I really doubt Roy Woods is gonna be on Whole Lotta Red, especially after how much Cardi has stacked this album. Like, Roy Woods just doesn't compare with like a Travis Scott, Future, potentially Uzi, Kid Cudi, Kanye West, shall I name anymore? But whether or not Drake is actually on the song Place, because he very well might not be, it was just a rumor that he was. He could be on another song. We really have no idea. We're just speculating here, so take everything with a grain of salt. And of course, the album is already stacked. I don't even think it needs a Drake feature. If it does, that'd be amazing. But whoever it is, it gotta be big for DJ Akademiks to have to keep it this much of a secret, or else it would change if the public knew before the album dropped. Am I right? Whole Lotta Red, most stacked album. End of story. And so with that, it's your boy Bob Lamb signing off, stacking up a whole factory worth of Pringles on my floor to see if it could stand up to Whole Lotta Red. And newsflash, it didn't. Whole Lotta Red's features just cannot be beat. Let me know in the comments if you think Drake is on a Whole Lotta Red, or if you even want Drake to be on a Whole Lotta Red. Make sure to like and subscribe while you're at it for the latest hip-hop news, drama, and analysis videos, as well as to follow me on all my socials in the description to join the Bob Gang if you with it. Peace out, cut people. Know what I'm saying?